Class 8 Chemistry Lesson 16 Pollution of Air and Water. Air and water are the natural resources without which no organism, either plants or animals, can survive on the earth. These resources must be clean too, but we ourselves are adding harmful substance to them, making them impure and unfit for use. This is called pollution of the resources. Pollution means gandagi, air or water containing substance that are harmful to us and our environment is said to be polluted, and the harmful substance present in it are called pollutants. So here we will study about the pollution of air, that how do we pollute air. Pollution of air is a great problem in the urban and industrial areas than in rural areas. Urban means cities, towns. Rural areas means villages. The common pollutants of air and their sources are mentioned in table 16.1. So you can see here some chief pollutants of air is given and their sources. For example, carbon monoxide. From where do we obtain this carbon monoxide? The incomplete combustion of fuel in vehicle, the incomplete combustion of coal in thermal power plant. Even you can find the oxides of sulfur, mainly SO2, SO3 is formed by the slow reaction of sulfur dioxide, that is SO2, with oxygen in the presence of soot. The main sources of these are volcanic eruption, burning of sulfur and fossil fuels, the extractions of metals from minerals containing sulfides. Even you can find out oxides of nitrogen. Then chlorofluorocarbon, CFCs. Chlorofluorocarbon is mainly obtained from the leaking refrigerators and air conditioners, spray cans. Soot, that is wind blowing particles, that is the soil and the plants. Even the dust particles you can find out. You can find out here the complete combustion of a fuel containing carbon, that gives carbon dioxide, which is not poisonous, but carbon monoxide, CO, is extremely poisonous. The 2C plus O2 gives 2CO, that is incomplete combustion. CO means carbon monoxide and CO2, that is carbon dioxide. Then certain effects we have got on air pollution, certain health problem is there. For example, you can even find that because of this air pollution, many persons, they have got problem of respiratory system. Even person suffers from asthma attack. Carbon monoxide, as we find out that carbon monoxide, CO, is a poisonous gas. It can kill a person without warning, as it is colorless and odorless. As you know that blood transport oxygen in our body when we inhale air. The oxygen in the air combines with hemoglobin of the blood to form oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin runs through blood vessels and gives up the oxygen to the cell, which use it for respiration. But carbon monoxide displaces this oxygen from oxyhemoglobin to form carboxyhemoglobin. This affects a great in our body. The displacement that takes place easily, the formation of carboxyhemoglobin that cuts the supply of oxygen to the cell, and we can find out that the person dies because of this. In this table you can see here, table 16.2, effect of carbon monoxide poisoning. ppm. So what is the full form of ppm? That is parts per million. For an example, if 1 ppm of carbon monoxide means 1 liter of carbon monoxide in 1 million liter of air, that means 1 ppm. Even we can find out here CFCS, chlorofluorocarbon. This converts the ozone to air. CFCS pollution is there for reducing the amount of ozone and creating a hole in the ozone layer in the atmosphere. This ozone layer protects us from UV ray, that is ultraviolet radiation. In case this ultraviolet radiation, if it comes to the earth's surface, it can cause skin cancer and eye problem. We can even find SPM, suspended particulate matter. The solid suspended particulate matter that pollutes the air get inhaled us. You can even find out that if some dust particles is floating around you, that is SPM, dust particles. We are using so many types of vehicles, the smoke comes out, these smokes goes on top, gives the formation of acid rain. The oxides of sulfur and nitrogen present as pollutants in the air reacts with the water present in the atmosphere to form sulfuric and nitric acid. These acids come down with the rain, making water significantly acid. Such a rain is called acid rain, and these are extremely poisonous. Certain effects we can find out of acid rain. The water of lakes and rivers become acidic and thus unsuitable for aquatic plants and animals. Aquatic means those type of organisms surviving in water. The soil becomes acidic and therefore unsuitable for cultivation. Sculpture, monuments and buildings are also erode. Erode means kharab ho jana. You may be knowing about Taj Mahal. That Taj Mahal was changing yellowish in color because of this acid rain. Now we will study about greenhouse effect. What is it? So greenhouse effect means greenhouse is actually, this is made by humans. A greenhouse is an enclosure of glass in which plants are kept to protect themselves from the cold air outside. The glass traps the heat of the sun, making the air inside warmer. In many ways, carbon dioxide in the air traps the heat of the sun radiated the back of the earth. This makes the air warmer and comfortable for the living beings, and in fact it makes possible for the life on the earth to exist. Otherwise, if carbon dioxide would not be there, then the night would be too cold. But an increase, more heat is trapped. This is known as the greenhouse effect, and the increase in the temperature of worldwide, that is called global warming. And global warming is also dangerous for us. Global warming means the heating up of the earth is called global warming. This causes frequent flood, cyclone. It may also lead to the melting of the polar ice cap, rising of the sea level, submerging many coastal areas. Then table 16.3, product obtained upon the combustion of fossil fuels. What are the products? Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, soot, water vapor. How are they formed and what is the effect of it? This you have to learn. Next we will study about the method of reducing air pollution. Means how can we reduce air pollution? The following methods are commonly used to reduce air pollution. Modifying automobile engines. The automobile engines are so modified that complete combustion of fuel take place. This reduces the portion of carbon monoxide and particulate matter of air. Portion means little bit it is reduced. Using compressed natural gas means CNG. nowadays is preferred over petrol or diesel in trucks, buses and other vehicles because it contains methane, which is CH4. On burning produces much less pollutant than coal and petroleum. Even you can find using unleaded petrol. In the past, a lead compound was mixed with petrol to help the automobile engines to run smoothly. This produced the poisonous lead compound in the exhaust, which pollutes the air. So unleaded petrol is used nowadays. Lead. Also you can find here these smoke particles coming out from the coal, and so much you can even find out that the smoke coming out from the vehicles and all. Now removing pollutants from the industrial waste gas. This is also very important, that we may see that the waste gas coming out from the chimneys of the factory. But before being discharged, the gas must be freed from most pollutants. They must clean it, all those things. In this figure also you can see 16.2. The smoke from the factory chimneys is an air pollutant. Dust storm also you can find out. Here you can see about the ozone layer hole. Using cleaner sources of energy. A major part of the electricity in our country is produced by the thermal power plant. Coal is burnt in these plants to get heat. The burning of coal produces the gas that pollutes the air. So at least we should try to utilize another sources. For an example, we can use hydroelectric power, solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, which causes less pollutant in it.